Do you find it hard to manifest the things you want into your life? Perhaps you follow the law of attraction and just can't quite conquer manifestation? It can be tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, manifesting can become second nature to you. Maybe you are unsure of what manifestation really means. Or maybe you need clarity on what the purpose of manifestation is. In order to succeed in your manifestations, you need to truly believe in them. Hello and welcome to Spiritual Signs. Today we will be talking about how you can manifest your reality in 24 hours. Is that possible? Well, you will have to watch till the end to find out. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the links in my bio to further your spiritual journey. To truly manifest what you want in this physical reality, you first must know what manifestation is. There are many different definitions of the word manifest, but the simplest would be that a manifestation is something that is put into your physical reality through thought, feelings, and beliefs. This means that whatever you focus on is what you are bringing into your reality. You may focus and manifest through meditation, visualization, or just via your conscious or subconscious. This process is called manifesting. For example, if you have been thinking about getting a new job and you focused on exactly what you wanted, and when you wanted it, your thoughts and feelings would be strong surrounding this. You could then try to meditate or visualize your goal, and this can help to manifest it into your reality. Now here are 5 steps to manifesting what you want in 24 hours. Step 1. Choose what you want to manifest. When you decide on something specific to manifest, it's vital that you know exactly why you want this specific thing in your life. And when you're trying to manifest something in just 24 hours, you also have to pick something you believe you can manifest in a day. So, for example, there's little point in saying you want to start a new business in 24 hours, unless you actually believe you can attain this goal in the next day. However, you may well believe that you can successfully manifest the next step in your journey to a new business in a day, in which case you might set that as your goal. For instance, to complete a business plan, get a loan you need, or find someone to collaborate with. When picking a thing to manifest, ask yourself the following questions. Do I really want this? In my heart of hearts, how will I benefit from having this? When I think about having this, does it feel right? How will it be good for me and for others? Whatever one should be the greater good, and something you want in itself, most likely something that's a significant step on the journey towards a greater manifestation goal. So, in sum, decide what you want, really connect with the intention to have it, and believe that you will receive what you ask for. Step 2. Get rid of things that stand in your way. Unfortunately, almost always there will be something standing in your way to success. This shouldn't scare you. This is just part of the whole manifestation process. Keep an eye out for these 3 most common manifestation blocks. Negative beliefs/mindset. If you are in a bad place emotionally, you need to first get yourself into the right mindset before you can successfully manifest anything. You can't be focusing on negativity and expect to attract good things into your life. So take some time to practice self-care. Try meditation and different stress relief techniques. Toxic people. When you are working on manifesting your dream, you need to make sure no one is holding you back. People who don't believe in you, always criticize you, and or complain about everything are blocks that will keep you from doing your best. Timing. Sometimes you just need to be patient. Everything you want will happen, but it will happen at the right time, and for the right reasons. So if something isn't happening for you right now, it doesn't mean it never will. Keep believing and keep working on your goal. Sit back and think about how your manifestation process is going at the moment. Do you feel like you're not on the right path, or is something holding you back? Check out the links below and get on the right path today. Step 3. Visualize what you want to manifest. You probably already know the basics of visualization and have at least tried to practice those techniques a couple of times. On your current manifestation quest, start by going somewhere that's quiet and private, and spend just a minute on visualizing the thing you want. Pour all your energy and concentration into seeing it with your mind's eye, and let all the good feelings about the object or outcome well up inside you. This step works best if you do a multi-sensory visualization. If you can see, hear, smell, touch, and, if relevant, taste the outcome you're looking to create. Make it as real as you possibly can, so it's almost like it's yours already. Add as many details as you can. and don't try to imagine exactly how the thing or outcome becomes yours. Instead, focus solely on the end result of receiving what you desire. Don't think about how your desired object or outcome will manifest, and don't try to see it coming to you through any particular person or means. Your focus should be on the end result of receiving the thing of your desire. Step 4. Take action to manifest what you want. You can spend the rest of your day pretty much living as you normally would. There isn't any particular action you need to take in order to make manifestation possible. Your intentions are what will determine your success. Rather, once you've finished steps 1 to 2 as described above, you are just waiting for what you want to appear. However, if you feel the urge to do something specific, whether it immediately makes sense or it's more of an intuition-based yearning, then consider following your gut and taking that action. If it feels natural, do it. If you find that you don't get the outcome you want within 24 hours or less, look back at the first 2 steps and go back through them. Sometimes, writing down what you want and some of the answers to the specific questions posed can give the universe the extra nudge it needs to fuel your manifestation. There are some common reasons why you might not be manifesting quickly. In particular, consider whether you're doubting the process. Do you either not believe you'll get what you ask for because you don't think you deserve it, or perhaps doubt whether it's possible to manifest using the law of attraction? Any kind of negative feelings, for instance anxiety, worry, anger, and doubt, or negative beliefs can inhibit your results. Step 5. Recognize and appreciate. Although this final step might not look that significant at first glance, it can actually do a lot to shape your manifestation potential in the future. Basically, the key thought here is that you need to fully appreciate what you have once you achieve your goal. It can be easy to forget that you asked for what you received, so take proactive steps to prevent this. Go back to what you first thought and felt when you were visualizing your desired object or outcome, and connect those experiences with the new experience of having what you want. Consider the tangible proof you have that thoughts are things, and that thinking in a certain way can create concrete changes in the world around you. The more you make this connection and emphasize it, the better you'll be at manifesting in the future, as you'll replace negative, limiting beliefs and doubts with confident positive thoughts and feelings. When you are trying to manifest something into your life, there are many signs that you should be looking out for in order to know that your manifestation is close. Some will be small signs, and others might be staring you right in the face without you knowing. Here are some of the signs that may come to you when your manifestation is close. Hearing about your desires. This could be overhearing someone's conversation, or listening to the radio, where they are talking about the very thing that you want. Feeling excited. If you start to develop a sense of excitement despite there not being a reason, this could be a sign that your manifestation is close. You see repeating numbers. Repeating numbers have important meanings, and these are a good sign that your manifestation is close. Pay attention to the numbers you see. Other people talking about your goals. The people in your life might bring up your goals in conversation, telling you that you would be good at something, even if they are unaware that this is your goal. These are just a few signs to show that your manifestation is close to being in your reality. Make sure to keep note of the signs you are seeing and feel excited that your manifestations are close. And that's the video for today. Thanks for watching Spiritual Signs. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another spiritual video.